I'm Jack.
I'm Shu.
I'm Doug.
You're watching Rerolling Ones.
This is Doug with the Slaves to Darkness army here. So we have Valrus, the Chaos Sorcerer on the Mana Core, and he is the Justicar of the Burning Seas. He comes with the Exalted Champion command trait, which is +1 to the bravery of all friendly models in 6 inches, as well as the Helm of the Oppressor, which is -2 bravery to any enemy units within 6 inches of him as well. Along with him are the 5 Chaos Knights, which are the Hammer of Justice, the 20 Marauders, which are the Witnesses. He also has this Prosecutor here, who I call him the Prosecutor, but he's a Dark Oath War Chieftain, as well as the last unit that I rolled for, which is 20 Brimstone Horrors off of the Tzeentch Demons table.
Hi, everybody. This is Shu's Sylvaneth Path to Glory Warband. Up in the front here, we've got, actually in the back, I suppose, we've got Thistledown, the Tree Lord Ancient. Up here, we have a unit of Kurnoth Hunters. They used to have bows before, but there's nothing that says you can't swap them out for a different unit type or a weapon type in Path to Glory. And I'm trying out the melee type this time, some scythes here. And before, on my followers table, I got a small group of Dryads, 10 Dryads. So my General's command trait is the Lord of Spites, which allows him to re-roll the first failed hit roll made for my General in each phase. In addition, his special spell is Throne of Vines, which allows him to cast like a mini Balewind Vortex for himself, which gives him plus D3 to his future casting rolls if he manages not to move for a while. Then over here in the Artifacts of the Glades, he also has the Hagbane Spite, which is once per game, instead of attempting to unbind a spell, I can send back a Hagbane Spite to attack the caster and peck your eyeballs out. After receiving the spell's effects, the caster immediately suffers D3 wounds. And up here on my followers rewards table, previously my Kurnoth Hunters received the Awakened Fury ability, which allows me to re-roll hit and wound rolls of 1 if the unit has made any attacks in an earlier combat phase. So the first combat phase, they're not buffed, but after that, they get the ability to re-roll 1s to hit and wound. That is the Sylvaneth Path to Glory Warband.
For this battle report, we're going to be playing Altar of the Gods. It's a very interesting one here. You set the table up, as you see here, where we each have a very small deployment zone in the center here. And each corner is a different altar to one of the other Grand Alliances. And basically what we're trying to do is either claim as many as possible, or wipe out your opponent. Now, in addition to that, if your champion, meaning the leader of your warband, goes up to an altar, he can roll on this very special chart here and try to get rewarded by it. It doesn't matter what Grand Alliance you're a part of, but each one of these little corner icon shrine things gives you a different boon. So it's a way to make your champion better throughout the game. But the win condition, of course, is claim 3 of them, at which point at the end of the turn you automatically win if there's no enemy models within 3 inches of it and you have it. And the other way to win is by wiping out your opponent.
Okay, this is Shu, and this is the table deployment for this this Path to Glory battle. This is the altar here of resilience. You can tell with my arts and craftsy style sign there. This is Sylvaneth deployment with the Kurnoth Hunters here. My Tree Lord Ancient there, right next to some mystical terrain, which may or may not be good. And my Dryads right over here, also within 3 inches of that mystical terrain. This here is the Altar of Rage. Now with the Altar of Rage, since it's kind of a big mess of terrain here, we wanted to count as being captured if your models are within an inch of it. Same thing with this Altar of Doom over here. This here is the Altar of Change, which is a Baleful Realm Gate. This is Doug's deployment. Doug, you want to talk me through what you got?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the Slaves to Darkness. Everyone, when you deploy a Slaves to Darkness that can take a mark, you have to declare what it is. So the Chaos Sorcerer and Corps, Knights, and Marauders are all Tzeentch. These are demons, they don't get to choose, and he does not get to choose either.
Okay, so everybody's Tzeentch over there. Almost everybody. Almost everybody. This thing up here is inspiring. That's Jack.
He was really inspiring.
Yeah, Jack inspires all of us. That's where I put down my Sylvaneth Wildwood. And so this is what the table deployment looks like at the beginning of the game. Okay, so for my hero phase, Sylvaneth hero phase, I deployed first, so I'm going to go first. We're going to see what this Realmgate does. It doesn't blow up. But Jack, what are these abilities? Maybe you could tell us what a 3 and a 4 is?
Deadly and inspiring.
Deadly and inspiring. That's wonderful. Jack is our terrain expert. Over here, this one is...
Deadly and mystical.
Deadly and mystical. Thank you. Stack them on up there. And let's see if we are befuddled here. The Dryads. Nope, they are not befuddled. That's a 2. The Tree Lord Ancient. That's a 5. These guys are both ensorcelled units. For my spell, my hero phase, I'm going to try to cast a spell into my Kurnoth Hunters, which is going to be a 6 for Mystic Shield. I do not get it. Okay, now for my command ability, I'm going to try to heed the Spirit Song. On a 4-up, I can put down another stand of another stand of Citadel of Wildwood. So let's see what happens. A 6, he gets it. Okay, for my movement phase, we're going to send these Kurnoth Hunters to the Realmroots. They're within 3 inches, the new tree stand that I just summoned. So let's see if they get stuck. No, actually, I think that means that they can move again. Pathway revealed. The unit has found a hidden pathway and has arrived at its destination on time. The unit can move again in this movement phase. That's pretty awesome. So I'm going to move them from this wildwood to that wildwood, and then they'll move again. Okay, this is where the Kurnoth Hunters come out. I have to move them another 5 inches, but I'm going to run them for 6 inches total. Should be pretty easy. This is a 6-inch ruler. Making a play for a thing already. Here's how it goes. All right, so it looks like the Sylvaneth Kurnoth Hunters are on the Altar of Doom.
That was fast.
That was the fastest they've ever been in one of my games for sure. Run my Tree Lord Ancient for 6 inches. A phenomenal 6.
I'm coming.
I'm coming. It's going to put them within 3 of the Wildwoods at least. And then these Dryads are going to run for the Altar of Rage over there. So the Dryads are moving. Wow, they're really booking it. Dryads are going to move 7 plus 5. So I'll get them moved up. Max value. And that is, I think, going to conclude my turn because I've got nothing left to do.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Slaves to Darkness, turn 1. All right, you monster. What are you going to do for your hero phase?
Starting off with the hero phase, we're going to do Inspiring Presence on the Marauders. So no battle shock there. We're going to do Ocular Vision, which is the special Chaos Sorcerer thing where you pick a unit in 10 inches and they get to re-roll save rolls of 1 for a turn. So in 10 inches, you can also do on the Marauders. Now, in addition to that, because he's a Slaves to Darkness hero, he has the Aura of Chaos ability, which is you pick someone with the same Chaos God mark as you, and you get a special power. Now, for Tzeentch specifically, it is the exact same thing. Reroll save rolls of 1, so he's going to do that on the Knights.
Nice.
And in addition to that, we're going to try casting a spell. And since we're playing open play, we're going to try summoning some Flamers.
Summon!
So I need a 6 to get a unit of Flamers in. And I do not make it because he is a sad panda.
Slaves to Darkness movement phase.
All right, for moving, we're going to start over here. Oops, sorry.
That's fine.
Lone guy here is going to move up, making sure he's trying to be at 3 inches. Yep. Marauders are going to do the same thing. Let's see here.
You're going to try to do some charges, looks like.
That's the plan.
That's your tactical decision here?
Yep. So many bros. If there was some way to put these into some way to do that. Okay, let's see, these little guys move 5 and they are going to join them. Let's see here.
Zany Brimstones.
Exactly right. Oh, that's 2 guys. They do have a tendency to interlock.
Yeah.
They are fans of the buddy system. Knights are going to run.
Don't go anywhere without your buddies.
A mighty
11 inches. The gentleman's 11.
That's right. The whole Gentleman's 11. Oop,
They're going for some dryads, it looks like.
that's right.
You gonna come get some dryads?
We're going to go get some dinner is what we're going to go do. And the Chaos Sorcerer and a Mana Core, he is actually going to follow them. 3, which gives me a full 15 right there. And that concludes the movement phase. So the Brimstone Horrors all firing into this group of Kurnoth Hunters. Now there are 40 shots total. 5 to hit, 5 to wound. I'm going to do them in 2 volleys of 20. Here's this. And we'll take away misses here. Most misses.
That's to be expected.
Yeah, actually there's a few. Actually that was a miss. I just put the dice down. Okay. And 5s. Okay, there's going to be 1 save there. We're just going to keep counting. I'm going to redo that volley right now.
Good.
That's 1 save. And 5s. Ooh, that's a little better. Oh, I just knocked that one over. That one over. That one over. And
Ben wanted to come and say goodnight to you guys.
Who?
hey, Ben.
It's little Ben.
Hey,
Say
Ben.
goodnight,
Night. That roll was too good. Reroll it.
Okay. 5s. That is going to be 2, so 3 total saves.
3 total. All right. She will be back after he puts his cute, adorable son to sleep.
Okay, Doug, I owe you 3 armor saves on my Kurnoth Hunters. Their saving throws of 4, but it goes up to 3 for being in cover.
Please.
And they take a wound. How much damage?
Just 1.
Okay, you got some charges to roll.
I sure do. So, Chieftain here, going in.
That was mine. Yes, I'm going to deploy my Tinglethorn Thicket at the beginning of the charge phase, which means that I can only pile in an inch. Which guy do you want to attack with first, your hero or your dudes?
I'm going to do Marauders here.
All right.
So we're going to say plus 2 for the ones we're supposed to be here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Things to note, their banner gives them reroll, I believe it's hit rolls of 1.
Okay.
Yep, hit rolls of 1. And they also have a rule called Barbarian Horde, which is before I pile in, I roll a die. On a 4-up, they get +1 to their hit. And a 6, they get +1 to hit and wound.
Mm-hmm.
And because there's 20 guys in the unit, no one's died yet, they get +1 to that roll. Yeah. Oh, nothing. Not a thing. Okay. So, with their current weapon profile, they're using the flail, so we're looking at 5s, rerolling 1.
Hearty roll.
It is a hearty roll, indeed. Okay, so that's going to be 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. So take 1 save, no rend.
Okay, so my saving throw is 3 up for rolling. Make it. Okay, Kurnoth Hunter time. The Huntmaster is going to attack your Dark Oath Chieftain along with this other guy here on the left. And so those 2 guys, the Huntmaster hits on 2s. So those are all hits. And the other guy hits on 3s. And those are also all hits. They're going to wound on 3s. So those go away. But wait. No, I don't get to reroll yet because I haven't attacked previously in the combat phase. I remembered a thing! And then, so you owe me 4 with, that is going to be Rend 2 because these are sides.
Okay,
So-
well, Ren 2 has a 5-up armor save, so they just go through.
Alright, it's going to be 4d3 damage. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage total.
And he did.
On the nose.
That's first blood. Just kidding.
Paste.
And the third guy is going to go into your Reavers, your Marauders, sorry. I will get their name right one of these days. He hits on 3s, and then wounds on 3s. Nope, it doesn't hit or wound. Okay, Doug, we're going to do our epic turn roll off for
it.
turn 2. See who gets it.
Yep. 5, I got it.
You did get it. You're going to take it, I suppose.
Yes, I is.
All right. It's going to be Slaves to Darkness, Zinch flavor, turn 2. Okay, the hero phase. We're going to roll for these gates. This one here is mystical and arcane.
Yeah.
Stealing your job.
Boom. 6 and 1.
Damned and sinister.
I wouldn't have got those.
Super damned and super sinister. Okay.
36.
I'm not able to remember 6. Hey, Doug, hero phase.
All right. Chaos Sorcerer Lord is going to do the... Chaos Sorcerer, yeah. Is going to do Inspiring Presence on the horsies. He is going to do his ocular vision on himself, his aura of chaos on these guys, so that these guys both do reroll save rolls of 1.
All right.
And his spell, he is going to try the flamers again. Looking for a 6. 6, I get it. Do you have
On
any
the
way
nose.
to dispel that?
Yeah, I'm just outside of 18 inches, I bet.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty close to where your horses are, but
Yeah,
that's
they're-
fine. Still in range to shoot, I think.
Yep, let's see here. Yeah, it'll be fine. After I move the horses, it'll be fine. Okay, I think that is it for the hero phase.
All
For the
right.
movement phase, this guy's going to back up right here beep, 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 and get positioned on that
right.
gate.
You don't want to mess with my dryads.
That's right. And then we're going to start moving the knights forward. Knights going up there, and we're going to do shooting phase. So the flamers are going to fire into the Sylvaneth unit. I know that I have range. So this is 3 attacks each, plus 1 for the leader guy.
Yikes.
And they are hitting on 4s. Okay, that's a pretty darn
That's a good roll.
Yeah, it is. Wounding on 3s.
Oh, no.
Take those. So give me 5 saves with no rend.
All right, so I think that's going to be, as it turns out, 5 up saves for the dryads. And turns out my only weakness, Doug, is damage.
Wow! Okay, and
Shoot,
the,
shoot, shoot, shoot.
the
Come
war
on.
flames do D3 damage each.
5d3.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That is the unit. Oh, fire.
Who knew that fire was Wood's weakness?
Yeah!
What's going on with that? Who would have thought?
That's amazing.
The brimstones are going to shoot into those Kurnoth hunters again.
Yep, we're going 2 rounds of 20 each.
Why does it got to be fire?
5s and 5s. Okay. There's a 5, and it looks like everything else is a load of garbage. Okay.
There's 6 additions.
5. Okay, so it's going to be 1 save. I'm going to do one more volley real quick. Speed this up.
Say so yourself.
Oh, it's way better. I'm pulling out the misses here. There we go. That's a good roll. And 5s. That's a bad one. Okay, no. Sorry,
Wow.
one save on the Kurnoth Hunters.
Wow, okay, so I'll give you a 3 up rolling. 3.
Boom.
That's it.
Sad day.
Sad shooting. But it was fun to play with all dice, huh?
Oh, yeah, it feels good to roll them.
Yeah, so if you buy brimstones, buy dice. Doug is meticulously piling in his marauders, his barbarian horde.
That's right.
Yeah,
Much-
2000.
Much barbarian, much
My,
horde.
my dryads are from the year 2000.
Oh, 6
Year
additions.
2000.
Oh my gosh.
So I was correct when I said, get him out of here because George Bush wants
So we're looking at these guys piling an attack, and then, as we said before, 2 extra for that gap right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 guys.
You got enough dice? Sure.
Okay, so I'm going the barbarian hordes again. Plus 1 because still has 20 guys. He didn't kill anybody. And again, nothing. Okay.
No.
5 up, rerolling 1s. Well, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3s. So take 2 saves, no rend.
All right, here we go. 3 up, rolling. Rerolling the 1. Uh-oh.
Ha!
Take another wound.
Alright, so Big Boy here has 2 out of his, 5 wounds gone?
Yeah, 2 out of 5.
Alright, that concludes my combat phase.
All right.
You have to combat back, but I mean, that's all I got for combat.
We shall combat back. Okay, so this time they're all going to go against your guys. I'm assuming that this guy's within range. He's got a 2-inch reach, but you want me to move an inch?
No, I counted him as being up the stairs anyway. so
Oh,
you can
right,
swing.
wobbly model. Sure. Okay, so the Huntmaster hits on 2s. All 3 of his shots are going to hit, and then do I have enough dice for the other set?
Here's
I
an extra
do. I got it. And the other 2 guys are hitting on 3s. And it goes away.
Reroll that, 'cause this is the
Oh, right, the second combat phase, re-rolling the hit. All right, so
Rolling 1s, rules, aficionados.
that's what we are. And now wounding on 3s, right?
Good.
Rerolling ones.
We're rolling those.
Did somebody say rerolling ones?
Re-rolling ones.
Great name.
And then 2 goes away. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 D3 damage against you guys.
They have Ren 2, right?
Yeah, Ren 2. So
Let's roll it.
let's do what those guys did to these dryads. I'll roll in their absence here. Okay, so 3,
9.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wounds.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Just pick the guys you want to leave.
George Bush called back. He wants more of his models.
What is it?
Oh,
16?
they don't have inspiring presence anymore.
No.
No, they're gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll Battle Shock for my dry. Okay, let's roll Battle Shock for your Marauders.
Okay, that's gonna hurt. So 3
Plus 14?
They're gone. they're very much gone.
All right.
Man, these models are so good. The Kurnoth.
The Kurnoth Hunters besides are
So
mean.
good.
That's true. They're not as mean as Summoned Flamers are, but they're mean. They're mean.
Why are you bringing up
They're
old
mean
stuff?
enough.
What are you gonna build? Okay, Sylvaneth, hero phase. This is turn 2, I believe.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to cast Mystic Shield on myself. I do get it if I'm not ensorcelled. Let me check if I'm ensorcelled or not. I am ensorcelled still. So that's gonna be he's now mystically shielded. Now I'm gonna try to put down a set of trees somewhere within 10 inches of me on a 4-up. I get it. So I'm going to take a second to set those trees up. All right, and that's where my Realmroot, or the Realmroots? No, this is where the Wildwood turned up. So being that I'm within 3 here, moving into my movement phase, I'm going to attempt to navigate the Realmroots from this Sylvaneth Wildwood into this Sylvaneth Wildwood. On a d6 for a 2, I don't think I get to move at the end of that cycle. All right, navigate the Realmroots. I went through the Realmroots here, and I popped out within 3 inches of the terrain over here. I'm within an inch of this terrain piece, so now I'm going to be able to pray to the Throne of Rage. Oh, we're not still in the hero phase, we're in the movement phase. So I'll have to do that next turn if I'm still alive. So we're going to go right into the shooting phase, in which case I'm going to shoot my cannon, the Doom Tendril Staff, into your knights. It hits on a 2, and it wounds on a 3. I re-roll the hit. If I miss it, I don't miss it, and wounds on a 3. That's not a wound. It's not going to wound you. So that's, yay! Moving on to the charge phase. I'm going to try to see if I can make a long bomb charge. Got to beat a 9 here.
Oh,
Dude!
Got it.
Oh my goodness.
In there.
I'm going to move this guy right up.
All part of the plan. Come to me.
Now I'm going to try to stick him in there so that I'm still within an inch of the terrain here. That way I'm still contesting. My first attack is going to be with my sweeping blows. My sweeping blows have, I'm on my top profile, so I have 3 attacks with it. Hits on 3s, wounds on 3s. Let's stomp. Let's see if you're stomped. On a 4-up, you are not stomped, so you're not knocked off your feet and -1 to hit. So these are the sweeping blows. Hits on 3s, wounds on 3s. That's all 3 hits. And then wounds on 3s.
Reroll them.
Rerolling those. And so that's 3 wounds.
Okay, so we're looking for 5s. Ooh, okay, so 2 go through.
2d6 damage. 4, 4.
Over to him, and we'll throw a wound on Brozif over here.
Okay. For his last attack, he has the massive impaling talon. Hits on a 3, wounds on a 2. 3.
Let's try again.
3.
Aha!
I get a reroll. Once per phase. No, I already did that.
Yep.
And then that's it. The 1 attack. So he is out of attacks. You're out of gas. Let's get hit. Nighttime. I'm like intimidated by the pylon.
Okay, so Pylon, he's not in base yet, so he's going to scoot Shaw and try to get him in so everybody can pile and attack.
Works for me.
So the champion, as we've been house ruling it, gets +1 to his hit rolls. We're going to include the horse in that.
That's right.
He is.
It's a horse of Zinch.
That's right, exactly. So he's looking for 2s. Gets them. And 4s to wound. Okay, so there's going to be 2 saves there. Do you want me to do the horses now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And the horses can be for 3s. Good. And 4s. Okay, so that's going to be 4 from the champ. I'll do. Do you want me to just do everybody else since it's all the same?
Sure,
Okay.
yep.
So this is all the other dudes. And they need 3s. I'm going to roll that because it's cocked. Okay. And 4s. Oh.
Ooh, nice.
And all right, so you're going to take
Oh my
1, 2,
gosh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 saves, no rend.
Oh my gosh. Do I have enough dice? And it's also terrible because at the beginning of this turn I forgot to put down Heed the Spirit Song, which would allow me to reroll saved rolls of 1. That would have been beneficial. But I'm Shu, and I forget things. 11 of them?
Yep.
Okay, so my saving throw is 2 up. Any rend on this?
No rend at all.
Okay, so 2 up. 11 dice. Take 2 wounds, it looks like. 2 damage on the Tree Lord Ancient.
Oh yeah.
You ready for the epic
Black and white.
turn 3 roll off?
Oh. Wait for it.
Oh my god!
I didn't see that.
I will take it.
Okay, go for it.
Realm dice. Let's see what these look like over here. This one doesn't blow it up, but what is it?
Damned and inspiring.
Damned and inspiring. It's damned inspiring.
And over here. Ah!
What's up?
Snap! You take D3 damage.
Okay, D3. 2. Okay.
Alright, that's gonna help. Okay, Sylvaneth, hero phase. I'm gonna try to keep Mystic Shield on myself. I do get that at the 6. You wanna try to unbind, Doug?
I sure do. Oh, sorry.
Drop dice, don't count.
Ah! Boom! Yeah.
Dispelled by Zinch. Jerk. Then we are going to do Heed the Spirit Song this time, which is going to allow me to reroll my saving throws of 1. Pray at the Altar of Rage. Let's do it. On D6.
Get a 1.
A 6.
Yeah, you're rewarded.
I am rewarded.
Let's see, you rage. Add 1 to the hit rolls of any melee weapon used by the champion and friendly units within 6 of the champion when they attack with melee weapons until your next hero phase.
Nice. +1 to hit for everybody. Let's see if I can bring these Kurnoth Hunters over here. I'm going to try to navigate through the Realmroots from this tree stand to this tree stand. Okay, so they're going to hike up their little Tinglethorn thickets, and they're going to move 5 inches into this tree stand. I'm just going to roll the dice so I can set them up again.
Totally.
They make it through, and I'm going to redeploy them in just a second. Okay, my Kurnoth Hunters moved from this tree stand over to this one by navigating the Realmroots. They're not allowed to move anymore this turn, but they can charge, or try to. They're 9 inches away from Doug's Knights. At this point, I'm going to try to do some shooting with my Tree Lord Ancient. He hits on a 2, wounds on a 3, rerolling the 2s for his ability. Now he hits, and he wounds.
Yeah, you can roll
No,
and
this-
decide who you're gonna hit.
You can't do that? Okay, it's going to go into your Knights.
Knights? Okay.
Yeah.
So looking for, you said it's rend 1?
It's Ren 1,
Okay, looking for a 5. Rerolling 1s because lock division. Nope. How much damage?
and that's D6 damage. For 3.
3.
You
Okay.
gotta pick first.
So that kills off him and puts a wound on somebody else.
Well, you don't like what I do with the Warp Lightning Cannons there?
Decide. Well, I'm doing D6 damage. Where do I want it?
Exactly.
Where do I want it? Who's going to get it? I should have asked you how many wounds he had before I started rolling. But that's it on my shooting phase, so I'm going to try to do some charging now. I got to beat a 9 with these guys, so special dice here. Let's see if I can do this.
Do it.
You're
Do
on a
it.
roll.
8.
I had to do the math. I was like, this
All right, my Tree Lord Ancient is going to have to fight all alone. So, Thistledown, you got this, buddy. He has 3 attacks with sweeping blows, although he gets +1 for the Altar of Rage. No, he doesn't get a plus attack. He gets +1 to hit. So he's
gotta stop.
ground shaking stomp on a 4-up. Doesn't get it. So he's hitting you on 2s.
Good.
All 3 hit, and then wounding on 3s.
Ooh, love it.
Hot garbage. Okay, now for my massive impaling talon attack. Hits on a 3 and wounds on a 2. So massive impaling talons. That's a 3. And then wounds on 2. So it wounds, and it's Ren 2 on this one.
Okay, it's looking for a 6. Nope.
Got back. But I have to roll over his remaining wound, and if I do, then I can kill him.
Okay, so you have to roll 3 up.
All right, here we go.
Ah!
He's still alive. He's like, smacks that hand. Psh, no! Doug, your combat phase. Coming
Yes,
back
it
to
is.
me.
Okay, so we're going to do the champion first. Again, he's +1, so he's looking for 2s with his initial attack.
Ooh,
Really? Okay, and his horse is looking for 3s
it's a horse of Zinch.
and 4s to wound. Okay, so I'll put that to the side. These other guys, these are the riders. They need 3s.
Nice.
That's good. Okay, and 4s to wound. Okay, I'll take that.
Looking awesome.
And then their horses are 4s and 4s. Okay, so give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saves, no rend.
All right, here we go with 6 saves, no rend. So it's 3 up, rerolling 1s. That's a 2, so he's going to take a wound.
Yeah.
But passes the rest.
Inspiring presence, they are fine.
One right up
This is
there.
gonna be a nasty turn for Doug right here.
Yeah, it is.
I know what you're talking about.
All right.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to go on to Zinch. Turn 3?
Yeah.
Tell me about your hero phase. What's going on?
Do this. Okay. Inspiring presence on the knights over there. And then he is going to pray to the altar he's standing at, to the altar of change. That does get it. So now it increases the damage characteristic of all his melee attacks by 1.
Holy moly.
So he is a wrecking ball, theoretically. He's going to do Ocular Vision on himself. He can't do Aura of Chaos. It has to be a Slaves to Darkness unit. And so those guys don't qualify. But we're also going to do his Winds of Chaos super special spell. Looking for a 7. He does not get it. Never.
In the history of Warhammer.
In the
Never
history
hit.
of Warhammer. And that will conclude the hero phase. Movement phase, really all that's going to happen is these guys are going to run and try to claim that objective over there. So they're going to run, and that makes a hardy 11 inches,
Beautiful.
which is plenty to get them on. We're doing the 1 inch around this thing, so this
Yep.
is more than enough.
Yep. They're going to be able to claim that objective this turn. All right. Shooting. You're all aboard the shoot, 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 shoot.
That's right. So we're going to do the flamers into the tree lord. So we're
Goodbye.
looking for 4s. That's not a good start. Well, yeah. Okay. And 3s. Okay, so give me 4 saves, no rend.
All right. So 4 saves. So they're going to be 4 ups, or 3 ups, sorry. Rerolling 1s. And I make them all.
Okay, that was uneventful. This is for the champion 2s.
His
Good.
horsey.
His horsey is 3s to hit. Okay, and both those are wounding on a 4. Okay, put those to the side. And the other guys hit on a 3. They're horses. Just
Dice
going nuts.
everywhere.
Exactly, yeah. Hit on 4s. And collectively, they all wound on 4s. So give me 5 saves, no rest.
5 saves, no rend. So 3 up, rerolling 1s. Holy moly. I take another wound. So useful that Jack brought another one over me. Okay, Tree Lord Ancients, combat phase. Let's go Thistodon. Stomp them off their horses. On a 4 up. Nope. His leg is hurt today. That's what it is. All of the hits have been going into his little knees.
He's just not playing Jack.
Like Mighty Ducks, fall down, act hurt.
Yeah. So because I'm down a profile, I've got 2 attacks in my sweeping blows. Still hit on 3s, 1 on 3s. They're rolling hits.
You still got +1 because of the rage?
I do, yeah. So hits on 2s, wins on 3s. So both hits, and then 3s. And camera flummox there. Both wound, and that's going to be Ren 1. Going into your ponies.
Okay, there are 5s. Okay, 1 goes through.
Okay, for D6. For 5.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 1 wound left. There are 2 wounds left on this guy.
Okay. Then the Massive Impaling Talon attack is 1 hit. Hits on 3s, wounds on 2s still. So
Twos.
hits on 2s, wounds on 2s. That's right. Hits on 2s. Good thing. Wounds on 2s. That's 1 attack, rend 2.
Okay, 6. Nope.
1 damage.
Yeah.
All right. So I get to roll over that 2. If I roll over the 2, he's impaled. And I don't. Big roll off time. You ready?
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
All right. 4. Ah!
Oh, nice. Nice. We're coming for you next. Okay, so yeah, hero phase. I'm going to use the Heed the Spirit Song again to allow myself and all my Huron Thunders within, I think it's 18 inches of me, reroll saving throws of 1. Then, yeah, actually, before I do any prayers, I'm going to try to do Arcane Bolt to this guy because he's a jerk. Arcane Bolt, you can go ahead and dispel this for me. But you got to roll over a 9 to do it.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be D3 damage onto that knight.
Yep.
See if I can roll over a 3. I do.
You have to roll over a 1.
Oh, did he have 2 wounds on? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that was. Oh, I'm going to pray to the altar of rage again to see if I got that buff. So it's going to be a 6. I do. I get it. So we're anybody within 6 inches of my dude is going to be +1 to hit.
Go.
Holy moly! All right, let's move these now. Let's move these guys up. Okay, I'm going to run these guys because I just realized that there's no more knights to charge. So I'm going to run them 2 inches. So they're going to go up 7 inches total. This is going to be just 1 inch past this here. Wildwoods when I move them out. Okay, we're going to move my Tree Lord Ancient up. It's 5 inches. So just be outside of 3 these dudes here. And then I'm not still ensorcelled. That's going to go away.
Oh, you got to roll for these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did forget to roll the realm gates. Doop. Oh, this one blows up into the night.
Okay, this one over here. 6 and 1 again.
Okay, it does not. All right, so Doom Tendril Staff from the Tree Lord Ancient going into the Flamers, everybody. I'm going to shoot the Flamers before I roll any dice.
Cool. Okay.
Just to make sure we're doing this legitimately. That. Threes. Gets them both. Ren 2 on this. No, it's Ren 1 on the Doom Tendril Staff, but it's D6 damage.
Okay, so it is a 6 up save. Good.
Oh! They tank it. Get out of here.
Burn it as it comes in.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to roll some charges for my general, see where he goes. He's going to go 7 inches. He's just going to go right into your line of
Flamers.
flamers. Yeah, that's what they are. Flamers.
The guys who are covered in flames.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit more than 7. It'll move them out like that. Okay, for my combat, I'm going to try to knock you down off your... what are already standing on? Try to knock you off your flames?
Yep. There's
Okay.
flight down flames, yeah.
Say 4 up, you're knocked down. You are! So your guys are at -1 to hit.
Okay.
I have 2 attacks in my sweeping blows, so it's going to be hitting on 3s and 3s, re-rolling the hits. Rerolling the hit for my 1 hit in the combat phase. It's the general's ability, right? After much deliberation, turns out I did not need to re-roll that hit. But Doug, you still owe me 2 armor saves, and this is going to be at Ren 1 for the huge sweeping blows.
Okay, 6s again. Nope, both go through.
And it's going to be 2d6 this time. 4 or 5.
Okay, that is one guy alive.
And let's see if I can poke him with the massive impaling talon. Hitting on 3s. 2s because because of the altar of rage. 2s. That's a 2. And wounding on 3. Nope, no wounds. Your turn to slap me back.
Okay, ready for this? Now -1 to hit, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Yeah, you're knocked down off your fire.
To hit. 2 attacks, 6s. Done.
All right. The darkest Zinch hero phase.
Okay, he's going to do Ocular Vision on himself. Inspiring Presence on nobody, because, well, I guess the Flamer, whatever. He's going to try to summon another unit of Flamers.
Let's do it.
Oh, beat a 10.
Beat a 10. I'll see if I can beat a 10. Drum roll. Drum roll. Oh, don't.
So these are set up with an 18 inches of him.
Right on the altar of rage.
Booyah, we decided ahead of time. This was a dick move, but a thing that we can do.
Oh no, it's not. It's open play.
That's right.
Oh, if you rolled 11, you could have got even more.
You could have got more if you had the models.
So to clarify why this is important is because he has this objective. They will claim this one because there's no Sylvaneth nearby within 1 inch, and these guys have this one. So
that will give you 3 at the beginning of your next turn.
Absolutely. So when this phase, this round ends, if
That's
you haven't
right.
cleared those 3, or I want somebody, I will win. So anyway, we're going to move into movement, and nobody's going to move. So everyone freeze! And we'll go into shooting. Those 3 flamers over there are going to take pot shots at the Lord.
And you want to do all the flamer attacks at the same time?
Yeah, I can do that. And sure. Tree Lord. Looking for 4s. Yoop.
I don't know why this little statue is so small, but he blocks your dice rolls so often.
I'll go in front of him.
Okay.
And then 3s. Only to be blocked by the piece of terrain here. So take 5 saves, no rend on him.
All right, so it's going to be... I don't have my Mystic Shield on me, so it's going to need 5 dice for this. 5 saves, Ren 1.
No, there's no rend.
Oh, no Ren. So 5 3-ups. And he cranks them, hits them all.
Load of garbage.
Saving throws my business tonight. Business is good.
That's right.
Okay, so that means that Doug controls this objective, and this objective at the end of his phase. So that gives him 3/4 of the battlefield and the win. Thanks for the game, buddy.
Absolutely, man. A lot of fun.
Thanks for coming down. Let's do some
Realm top.
roll your glory points.
Yep. So I get 2 plus D3, we said?
Yeah.
Boom.
So
okay.
you get to reroll one. So reroll that.
That's a 2.
That's a 1d3.
Oh,
Oh no,
Nope,
just
just
one. And the reason why he gets the extra 2 is because this matrix breakdown. Doug is playing chaos, and he beat an order army, and so that is go chaos winner, order loser, plus 2 glory points.
nice.
Which brings my total for the entire thing up to 8.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
2 from winning.
Huh?
You're 2 away from winning.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
All right.
So at the same time, I get to roll to see what happens to my army, right? So we've been rolling for everything here. So I know it's a 1 to 2 is you add another unit.
3 to 4 is unit.
Gosh dang.
Unit.
Okay. Bust open the Zinch Demons thing. We're doing this.
We're doing it.
We're doing this filth.
So which chart you gonna roll again?
I'm going to do the retinue for Zinch Demons. And so here we go. All right, here, and I got a 4, so that is going to be pink horrors. That's totally fail.
Okay, this is Shu. I'm gonna roll for my points. See what I get here.
New unit.
A 1. New unit.
Yeah.
Can I opt not to get the unit and just take points?
You get the point still. Unit yours is free.
Okay, fine.
Alright, roll. Oh, you can get hero? You want a branch witch, branch raid?
No.
Or you want to roll for the dryads? Or you want to spend all your points and go for another tree lord or something?
I don't want to spend any points. Okay, see if I get those. See if I get those dryads out.
Do it. Do it.
All right, let's roll this dice. A 6.
That is 5
Tree revenants. All right, I will bring those tree revenants and their flute, and it's gonna be awesome. Those guys are gonna like blow their flutes around and like teleport around, and they get mystic shielded, and hopefully not arcane bolted.
Alright, you're in the lead. Who would have thought? Slave the darkness.
I know, right? Yeah.
Totally kicking every butt.
All right, good game, guys.
Good game.